Let us be honest, starting a business can sound very glamorous until you have to face the hardships, the sleepless night, and resisting the urge to want to give up. Well, have you ever doubted yourself as a young entrepreneur, or have you ever doubted your ideas to become an entrepreneur? Well, if you have been through this, then this video today is for you. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for the subscribers that we are continuously getting on our channel. The growth is amazing, guys. We have leveled up and we are leveling up. And for those of you guys who are watching and tuning into today's video and you're not subscribed, well, let me give you a reason to subscribe to this channel today. So on this platform, we talk about everything that has to do with building you financially and personally. The reason I'm giving this advice is because these are the things that I have been through. These are the things that I am going through. And these are the things that I wish that someone could have told me that would have made life a little bit easier. So let us take this opportunity to grow together, grow this community, and hit the subscribe button. For those of you guys who know me, we had a thrift store before. We had an online thrift store, very beautiful, very awesome business to ever run. And for those of you guys who don't know me well, now you do know that I used to own a store. That is where I get most of my knowledge on what not to do. But there's a couple of other things that I did in between that actually got me to where I am in terms of knowledge wise. But I really feel like our business, our thrift store, was the first. It was the first and it was a lot. So today I want those of you guys who are looking at starting a business or who are in between starting a business to actually take your time to listen to my story and hear. Maybe you might pinpoint my faults. Maybe you might be able to see where we went wrong. But yes, I really just want you to take your time and give me an ear. Story time. My partner and I used to run a thrift store. I think we started 2018, and then 2019 when COVID started, it became like and we were like, okay, how are we going to continue with this? Luckily, the places in which we were still buying our clothes from hadn't shut down. I don't know how they didn't shut down, but they still managed to make it through COVID. What I'd like to call Thrift Corner is our business eye opener, because that is when my partner and I realized that in this life, you need to have more than one income, and you cannot rely on just your Monday to Friday salary or Monday to Friday income. Guys, it's very much important to do something else on the side. So I preach this because I was there, and I preach this because I still do other things on the side. I don't just stick to my normal 9-to-5 salary. So back onto the story. So Thrifty Corner was founded 2018-2019, and it was doing very well for a business that was founded in during COVID. But I mainly think it's because people really didn't have access to shops at that time, or the open access to shops. People were scared to go out there themselves. So we took the initiative to take that fear and to take that lack of service and actually bring it to people's doorsteps, which is on their phones, because everyone was scrolling on their phones at that time. So it made sense for us to actually bring the business to your screens. So Thrifty Corner went very, very well. It was functioning very well. Even in college, before the whole lockdown thingy, Thrifty Corner was doing very well. But it actually escalated in terms of sales during lockdown. During lockdown, that is where we made most of our sales, and we peaked. And when I say peaked, I mean peaked. We made a lot of money, guys. So with that money being made, that money is coming into the hands of two people who have no idea how to handle money. Like, my partner and I had zero financial education. The only thing that was in our heads was spending. So we fell into that first trap. We spent because we had zero financial education. And then the second trap that we fell into was right after COVID. I think a couple of months later, I went to work full-time now. And given the fact that I'm now working full-time, my partner also got a job as well, same time as me, and now he's working full-time. So question is, who is taking care of our baby Thrifty? No one. People are continuously texting us, no answer. We are posting once a month, maybe twice a month. We're not engaging with the people as we used to be. Remember, when you run a business online, your social presence has to be very active. You're active on your business than you are on your own social media, because people don't buy the products. People buy what is behind the products. People buy the service that they get with the products that come, right? So if I'm just gonna get there and advertise teddy bears, and hope that people are gonna buy. No one is gonna buy because I can get a teddy bear anywhere else. So we were not giving people reasons to come to our store anymore. We were not taking them through the behind the scenes when we were busy doing our thriftings. We stopped doing that. We stopped focusing on our YouTube channel. We stopped doing reels. Everything just started decelerating, and that is when thrifty hit rock bottom. We did try to bring it up again, I think a couple of months later, but that's the problem. A couple of months later. One thing about loyal audiences is that they are not loyal for nothing. If they are loyal to you at that time and you fail to give them a reason to become loyal, a loyal audience is gonna quit being loyal. That is what I realized with Thrifty Corner. So we failed to keep the loyalty, or we failed to give our audience the reason to become loyal, and that is where Thrifty Corner just stopped working. We just stopped receiving orders because we stopped also posting. Everything just stopped. But then, like a good business person, that is not the end. Even if your business stops today and 5 years later you decide that you want to pick it up again, my first piece of advice is pick it up again. Don't be scared to start all over. So from this lesson, we didn't have the time to start all over. Thrifting has always been in my head from 2021. I think 2021, 2022 was the last post, but it has always been in our heads ever since then. But then I haven't had the time or the opportunity to go back and restock and re-advertise and put it out there. However, hopefully sometime in the coming years or next year, it will come up again, because thrifting is still a rare business opportunity, especially if you stay in areas where people cannot get access to these clothes and people really want these clothes. The most important thing, the nice thing about thrifting is that no two thrift stores can sell the same outfit. So for people who love to be unique, at least thrifting will always have some sort of supporters, because no two thrift stores will ever have the same outfits. I have never seen it. I've never come across it. And people who wear thrifted clothes always have their own form of unique style. Okay, so it depends if you want to vintage it up, if you want to modern it up. But what I know is, if you wear thrifted clothes, chances of you meeting the next person with the same item are very rare. The first thing that I'm going to ask you guys to do when you're looking at starting a business, or when you have started a business, or when you're still thinking about starting a business, the most important thing to do is to start before you actually figure it all out. If you're going to wait to have it all figured out, then best believe me, by the time you actually start, you would have wasted a whole lot of time. Whereas if you start now with the little that you have, you are gaining experience, and you haven't really invested much into your business, So experience is very important, and the only way to get experience is through time. And if you sit on that time and you don't start your business now, then you're going to take time. Start today, start with the small that you have. Don't wait for the perfect time before you start, okay? And then let us step into money management. Managing of your finances is so important, because that can really just break you and break your business like it broke us. So you really need to understand, how am I going to manage my finances? How am I going to run this business, like financial wise? You need to structure it out for yourself. Have it written out for yourself. If, for instance, an item is 100 Rand, right? So the most important thing that you're going to do is you're going to want to put profit on that. But you need to be considerate when you're actually marking it up, or when you're putting in profit. Include your transport, include your time, include the packaging materials, include anything else that needs to be included in that price, and make it fair enough for you and for the next person. So make sure that the product is affordable for you to actually keep on buying it and to keep on selling it, and that product is actually affordable for the next person to also come back and support you. When you offer a product or a service, the right target market is going to come to you. Like, there is no such thing as this is expensive. I think we've proven that, and we've seen that multiple times. And the right people who are for you are going to come for you, because if a person knows that, damn, that person put in sweat and soul in designing this, or in making this, or in getting this to me, they will pay whatever price it is, guys. Money is just a form of exchange. At the end of the day, people want what I'm about to step in, which is your services. When you have customers, guys, don't just take people as customers. We are not just your customers. They are not just your customers. Find ways to build better relationships with them. get to know exactly why they are purchasing this certain product. How is it going to make their lives easier or lives better? Get to know your customer on a deeper surface, not like in a weird way, but just get to know your customer, connect with them and understand their needs and why those are their needs and their wants and why those are their wants. Don't just sell the item to them. For instance, with Thrifty Corner, most of the times we didn't just sell for the sake of selling. I would ask the customers that I've never seen before, especially those who are sold to online, what size are you looking for? Can I take the measurements for the item for you so that we can make sure that it sits the right way? I would go the extra mile to actually put the details as to know this one is this meters long, that meters wide. We would take our time to actually make sure that by the time the product reached you, it is what you wanted. Because imagine me taking a package from Joburg all the way to Cape Town for it to get to Cape Town and not fit you just because I wanted to close a sale. Bear in mind, we have a strict non-refund policy on our page. Imagine how selfish that is. Like, that is very selfish. I didn't take my time to know your size. I didn't take my time to know if it's gonna fit you. Having customers is not just having customers, it's about building relationships. Get to know those people, get to know the people who are bringing money onto your table, because those relationships are the ones that are going to make sure that you get more sales. If you give a person a bad experience, you don't get to know them, you don't give them that comfort, that person is going to have zero reasons to refer you because you're not making the moment memorable for them. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna tap into the mindset, guys. We need to have a mindset that understands that you're going to fail. It's going to be hard. You're going to deal with customers who want things that they want, and you're gonna have to adjust your mindset every single time and adjust yourself every single time, and it's going to be tiring. But that's the thing with running a business. Running a business is not easy. It's not glamorous. I said it in the beginning, it may look glamorous, but it takes a whole lot of energy and effort from a person. So adjust your mindset to actually understand that there are going to be times where I'm going to struggle. There are going to be times where I'm going to not win. There are going to be times where I'm not going to make sales. But with the right mindset, I understand that everything has its season, and this is the season that I am supposed to go through at the moment. And if I can pass through this season, then I know that the next season that I'm going to go into, I'll come out a better person. And that's that. You just need to keep repeating that to yourself over and over and over. I always wake up and preach it to myself that you are better than this. This is a season. You are going to get through this. Try and see what lessons this season is trying to teach you in your life. Try to see what lessons this season is trying to teach you in your business. And the moment you take hardships as a moment to learn something, you're actually gonna go through hardships a whole lot easier than a person who takes hardships as, why does this happen to me? Why me? Does this have me? Guys, let's stop making life a me situation. Life is not me. Okay? So when you build your business, remember that you are building a legacy and not a get rich quick scheme. So build something that you can expand upon. Build something that your future children, great-grandchildren can expand upon. 2 questions for you guys today. So the first question is, what businesses are you looking at starting today so that your future generation can eat and their future generations can eat? What hardships have you dealt with as an entrepreneur, and how did you manage to maneuver around those things? Because it's very important that we share these hardships with one another so that the next person after you doesn't make the same mistake. Sharing is beautiful. Don't be stingy. Don't gatekeep information, because a heart that shares is a heart that receives. So thank you very much, guys, for watching right until this point. If you have any questions for me, drop it down in the comment section below. And subscribing, keep on liking. I love the love that we are receiving. I love the growth that we are receiving. And yes, that's that from me today, guys, and have a lovely day.